Hola, Terrans. Bienvenido to the Mysterious CHIRP. This is R.A.V.E.N. Buckle up and prepare for takeoff.
Five minutes. To begin when the door to your office closes.
We have successfully docked in Bay 35 here at the Flying Caravanserai space station. Thank you in advance for your efficient disembarkment. Crew, report back for a briefing at 1800 hours station time. Passengers continuing on, please be back on board in 48 station hours. This is Chief Mate McQueen, out.
Sammi, what is the nature of this emergency?
We have a suspect. We found an inconsistency that makes sense.
I do not understand.
Door opening.
All right, we're here. Hello, Gyver. What do you got?
Door closing. Timer activated.
Don't start with the crimes are different. Been there, done that.
All we need is enough inconsistencies to have someone brought in for questioning, right? Enough circumstantial evidence to call into question the idea of Loman and Yaru being responsible for the theft of the Frio-22.
And the murder of Sevet, which we think is related. It has the same feel, I guess. My goodness, my very Vulcan grandfather will haunt me for saying that. But I don't know how else to describe it. We think Ian is responsible.
Motive?
He wanted the Frio-22 for VARC environment. I honestly think Ian felt like he could do more good than Skip Tanner ever would. He seemed really invested in small clients. He even argued with Malku about it in the pub. Once he had the specs, he didn't need the Frio.
But Ian stated that he was at the table watching the circus the whole time. No one mentioned him leaving. When would he get the Frio?
Sweetheart, roll the footage.
A G-wire? The fire breathing. The lions and tigers and bears? Oh my.
Just bears, actually. And of course they weren't real, but they were so beautiful.
And what am I looking for? What did I miss?
Ian said there were no tigers. He could not have been present. The tigers made quite an impression on everyone.
That's enough to bring him in for questioning.
Raven, where is DCI Bridges right now?
At the holding cell pending departure. Her comlink is set to block incoming.
Oh, no.
Sin embargo, I can ping Sergeant Boorsha. Sergeant, Purser Sammy Love is in her office and would like to speak with you.
Yeah, I was already on my way. Requisite paperwork all filled out correctly. 2 off-board suspects and related goods.
Sergeant! No, it's that...
3 level A containment units for the illicit cargo are en route.
Sergeant, please!
Door opening for you.
Yeah?
The
Before
case
the
should
case is
not be
considered
considered
wrapped.
closed until it all lines up.
And you and DCI Bridges sign off on the theft and murder as well.
It's easy to think you've wrapped it up, but easy is rarely correct.
We wanted to make sure an additional suspect was at least brought in for questioning.
We've aggregated a number of minor discrepancies, and we think Ian should be a being of interest.
The whole doors have been opened. Chief Mate McQueen is beginning the announcement about the ship's departure.
They'll take the prisoners out last. We might have time.
But Ian's not being held. He was a hero yesterday.
Then it's too late. He's gonna make straight for any ship leaving in the next hour or so. This is a big space station. That's a lot of ships.
I need to go. I'm escorting Yaru. Can you quick-click your signature on these?
Of course. Please, Sergeant Boorsha.
Thanks. And I'll see what I can do. I'll keep my comm on.
We'll join you.
Door opening. Thank you.
It's too late now.
Nope. We keep repairing until it's fixed or it doesn't matter. So, Ian will make for a ship currently boarding and counting down for departure. That's what I would do.
But this station is huge. How could we know which ship?
Do we have to know which ship?
What do you mean?
The ships are all on the same alert network. If a passenger's ID was flagged, it would delay their boarding process.
You're brilliant, Raven. So, a no-fly list, a customs problem.
We cannot create a false alert.
The Utsaha. Exposure to it is dangerous, even secondhand exposure when it's above a certain level. Technically, anyone on this ship could have been exposed. He'd need a swab.
I have begun pre-departure protocol and will begin scanning chain codes any minute. Buena suerte.
Okay, I'm headed for the bay doors. How long do you need to wield your red tape superpowers? I can create a distraction if I don't see you in, 10 minutes?
I'll be there in 7. The National Association of Voice Actors, NAVA, is a non-profit organization dedicated to supporting and protecting professional voice actors. NAVA provides access to health insurance, regardless of earnings, scholarships, financial assistance, and contract review services to help voice actors build sustainable careers. Beyond that, NAVA is actively advocating at state, federal, and international levels to ensure ethical protections against AI misuse and fair treatment for all voice actors. This is more than a community. It's a movement to protect the future of voice acting. Learn more, get involved, and become a member at www.navavoices.org.
Good afternoon, passengers and crew. This is Chief Mate McQueen with your final announcement. The Flying Caravanserai space station does meet cargo code YT1300492727Z. Therefore, all cargo aboard the Mysterious CHIRP, the Black Opal Trill, and our CHIP escort fighter ships will be inspected. You will not have access to your cargo until 0800 station time tomorrow. If you are not already at the passenger bay for disembarkment, please make like a say-will. We need all passengers off ship prior to the delivery of our detainees to local officers. Chief Mate McQueen out.
I am scanning as you exit. Por favor, make sure your face or chain code is readable. If you have any questions or comments, Purser Sammy Love will help you before reporting to the port authorities.
Aw, thank you so much, Sammy. I hear the space station has a lovely auditorium for our performance tonight, complete with box seats for the visiting dignitaries and the hoi polloi.
What? That's awesome.
Why is that, Junior?
Oh, sometimes people think that zero-G wire tricks are easy because there's no gravity, so they think I won't fall off, but sometimes there's the fear of also just like floating off into space. If I could have fallen in gravity, we'd have mats and such. So it's still like the different levels of risk, and it's exciting, and I love to try in these new spaces and just see what will happen.
Maybe we'll get a new patron. An additional one. I'd love a raise.
Wouldn't we all?
Oh, the Royal Auditorium. Oh, my. I performed there myself once, years ago. It is a marvelous venue.
What was the performance?
A play by an ancient Terran writer, W. Shakespeare. I played the part of the little dog. It was Lance, I think, was my character name. Doesn't matter. I didn't speak any of the words, but I had a wonderful bark. I had a whole variation of kinds of barks. They loved it.
Miss Love, I know I never saw the captain, but, well, I'm concerned about possible exposure to Corvid. Can I get a test at the travel med testing block?
Yes, I can do that for you. All set. You can report immediately if you like.
Glad I don't have to have one of those.
You know, I don't think I could be a matron. Being a matron just seems like so much trouble and work. Like, first of all, you have to be pretty wealthy to be one, right? You have to have money because that's the whole point of being a matron. And also,
thank
in
you,
most
Chief
species, I'm
McQueen,
considered
for honoring
male,
my
so
request.
Is that even the right term?
It is best to show unified awareness of the allegations against Professor Loman and Marchand Yaru.
It's my pleasure, Captain, or still Dr. Muir.
Captain. Captain Muskelunge had to leave the Mysterious for medical reasons. He will recover, I am certain. And I must see this through.
You've handled it well, especially the parts I'm sure I don't know about.
There's a lot of parts that I don't want to know about. I don't.
Shut up. Where's Ian?
There he is. Hey, guy, you don't look so great. You're shaking like a leaf. Personally, I only shake when I'm raring to go, full of adrenaline, but everybody's different.
Poor Ian's had a breakdown. I recommended a rehab vacay, and I'll be covering for him. Ta-ta.
Yes, I just need a break. Malku is terrific to work with.
Okay. See the rest of you back on board. Good luck, Ian.
And then
Lony!
beyond that,
Over
continued
here!
with them in
Ambassador,
research
thank you for
areas.
waiting. I thought Dr. Forsyth might like some company in exploring the space station. Some of the more interesting nooks and crannies are not to be missed.
Wonderful. Gyver, do you think you can get us time with the water systems folks in engineering? I've heard they use cutting-edge technology. I'd like to see for myself, you know. I have a background, a small background, yes, but I have some engineering, and it's of interest to me.
Me too. Sammi, best of luck. See you soon. Okay, Ambassador, Dr. Forsyth, let's go see what the Flying Caravanserai has in store for us.
All right, let's keep them breathing. Let's keep them breathing. That's the important thing.
I had minor experience.
That's everyone.
Here they come.
DCI Bridges.
DCI Ophelia Bridges and Sergeant Boorsha, departing with suspects at 1326 local time. Are the station patrol vehicles ready?
This is an abomination.
Station authorities are meeting you at the dock exit.
Thank you.
An outrage.
That's enough.
We have lawyers.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Just stop speaking, Yarrow.
R.A.V.E.N, please have all footage from both the Mysterious CHIRP and the Black Opal Trill sent to local and the intergalactic investigation units. And make sure to send a copy to my case assistant planetside.
Consider it done.
Let's go.
I'm not done speaking.
This is why I never bring you home for Potato Fest.
I get my hands on you, Lieutenant.
You always
Detective.
do this. This is why we can make
Sammi, what's this?
What's what?
I have just been notified that a passenger from our ship's manifest has been denied station departure pending the results of a medical screening. He's been sent to the med test bay.
Oh?
It seems he may have been exposed to Utsaha, which I recall you telling me is unstable and should not be aboard the CHIRP vessel because it's like Muir's out. You know, mix.
It's best to be careful, I'm sure.
And I'm sure it's not an accident. He was the only one pinged.
Well,
Don't tell me. I don't want to know. Captain, I'll be in my quarters preparing for cargo inspection.
Fantastic. Miss Love, perhaps you could accompany me to the... What would the term be? The cop shop?
With pleasure and paperwork.
As a first-generation college student, I knew that going to Michigan Tech could change my life.
When I first came to Michigan Tech, I had no idea how far it would take me.
The moment I stepped foot on campus, I was welcomed with open arms and found a place where I belonged.
I made friends, studied hard, and had more than a few challenges along the way. But there was never a day that I didn't feel supported by the people around me.
Because of Tech, I'm ready for whatever comes next.
Because of Tech, I'm ready for whatever the future brings.
Visit mtu.edu/tomorrow.
Oh, thank you. I'll just wait over there for my test then?
Next.
I'll take that as a yes.
Next.
Yes. Do you have cream for bunions? I kind of have two the size of intergalactic space stations, and you know my Aunt Ruthie had those as well. Oh my gosh, you would put on a
Actually, could I go next? I just need a quick hazard swab.
You'll have to wait your turn like everybody else.
The one on my pinky toe has actually become infected. Probably from my dip in the healing waters of Dagobah. It smelled awful, but my sinuses cleared right up immediately.
It'll only take a second. It's just a swab, nothing else. I probably wasn't even exposed, but, you know, they have to do the paperwork, and the ship is due to leave, and it'll only take a second. Please.
Well...
Oh, you poor young man. I'm happy to support you. Please, go ahead. Why, you remind me of my son, Caramon, especially in the face. You're the same type. My goodness you could be twins.
Just please step over there. Someone will be right with you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you both
All right,
so much.
You stay there. All right, what cream did you need? You wanted... Wow, okay. Yeah.
Ian, you're under arrest for murder.
Next.
But I didn't. I couldn't. I faint when I see my own blood.
Is this your name on the credit card bill? This amount, Ian?
Yes?
What if I were to tell you that R.A.V.E.N has proof that she was able to trace this to the Assassin's Guild?
My stars!
It wasn't supposed to be like this. I didn't want anyone to get hurt. I just wanted to help more people.
What do you mean? Is this about the Frio?
There's no way he could have made it work properly, but I knew I could. I just wanted to see what he had done and then do it for real. Make it really work. Help so many people. I was gonna put it back in his bag after I downloaded the specs.
Ian, wow. Yeah, I remember you going to the space station vac room, and when you got back, we had all shifted around because of the show. Skip had moved closer to the outer edge of the table, partly to flirt, I think, and partly because he was terrified of the tiger. Ian, what have you done?
It would have been fine. No one would know.
You panicked.
Well, I was gonna put it back, I swear. But I couldn't. I mean, everyone was moving around, and his bag wasn't near me anymore, so, well, I had to do something. I mean, but we all needed to get back on the ship. I figured the trash compactor would have completely destroyed it, and it all would have still been okay. Yeah, but Sevet knew. I'm sure he knew. He pinged it, and also, Sevet didn't ever sleep well. He was roaming the halls. He saw me go into the conference room, and Adida kept asking questions. I mean, so many questions.
Are you saying you ordered them killed?
Oh, no.
No, I just needed them to not cause any more problems. That's all I said to him, I swear. I didn't tell him to hurt anyone. I needed the problem to go away, and they said that was part of the advertising, was that they made problems go away, and I believed it. And I had a problem, and I didn't want anyone to get hurt. Okay, I just wanted to help people. And it all just got out of control.
And you would have gotten away with it, too, if it hadn't been.
Thank you, Terrans, for listening to the Mysterious Chirp. Follow us on Instagram, YouTube, Patreon, and our website to catch behind-the-scenes information and learn more about the characters, cast, and production team. And now, the credits. The Mysterious Chirp is a monthly science fiction podcast written by Holly Adams and the cast of The Mysterious Chirp and produced by Shearwater Productions and Christopher Plummer at Michigan Tech University. Sound effects designed by Rainey Alexiev, Jack Summers, and Madison Brown. Dialogue editing and soundscaping by Rainey Alexiev and Jack Summers. Music composition by Jonah Rady, Ryan Terrell, and Alex Hernandez. Sound supervision by Christopher Plummer and music supervision by Jeff Sherwood. This episode was mixed and mastered by Caitlin Robley and Bella Dimicelli, with additional sound effects from freesound.com and soundsnap.com. The cast, in order of appearance: Dr. Erin MacDonald as Dr. Svai Muir, Carman Wilson as Chief Mate Weathers McQueen, Sanya Simmons as Purser Sammy Love, Jesika Cooney as R.A.V.E.N, the ship's intelligence system, Joey Steinhagen as Lieutenant Luke Canon, Farrah Haidar as Lony Gyver, Cindy Kay as Sergeant Boorsha, Shaun Scott as Jacelyn Mox, Emily Babin as Junia Michaels, Susan Cooper as Fred, J.G. Hertzler as Ambassador Bartok of WARF, the Water and Air Resources Foundation, Andrew Joseph Perez as Skip Tanner, Connor Fleming as Dadita, Ty Bennett as Malku, John Vertullo as Ian, Dr. Robert Forsyth as himself, Julienne Irons as DCI Ophelia Bridges, Holly Adams as Marchand Yaru, Yasmin Toison as Professor Lohman, Andrew Joseph Perez as the Board MedTech, and Cheryl Halling as the Fussy Lady. Additional voices provided by Rainey Alexiev, Isaac Bowman, Luigi Cassidy, Isaac Noe, Otto Nelson, Christopher Plummer, Zane Schaefer, and Brendan Summer. Special thanks also to Christopher Miles for content consultation and overall nerd awesomeness. And thank you, Terrans, for listening. Tune in between the seasons for our Between the Seasons episodes, where we highlight a character or two and go with them on special summer and fall adventures. Whose adventures would you like to hear about? Email us at themysteriouschirp@gmail.com.